touring, man. You know, hitting the road until we can't, you know, stand each other anymore. I guess, you know, until the, you know, album cycle is over, man.
Yeah, which also the album comes out August 24th. You know, we're very excited about that. Eventually go overseas and let, you know, Europe and Australia and Japan play those huge rock and roll festivals.
After the Hinder tour, we're going on another tour with Slash, who's obviously another one of our musical idols, Guns N' Roses. Roundabout way to answer your question, last night we met Richie Sambora from Bon Jovi. Something he stressed, you know, is just like keeping it real, keeping the band together, not, you know, not being artificial, and, you know, just staying friends and in unity as a band, and you know, that's the way to success.
Yeah, man. But that's not to say that, like, looking back on, you know, 30 years from now, it's not to say that it wouldn't be fun to see some horrible lows or horrible valleys that you learn from. Like, wow, like, remember when Kevin was in, like, his, like, S&M phase, where he was, like, wearing, like, you know, when he was, like, hanging by hooks and stuff like that.
While playing drums.
Jake was wearing lion's manes, you know.
It's one of those that really came together kind of at the last minute. We'd been working on it for a long time, and it's gone through several different incarnations. We have at least 3 or 4 different versions with completely different lyrics. I think, and when Take Me for a Ride, when the chorus came together, you know, we were just trying to think of, like, the coolest car of all time, and one that also worked with the melody we already had.
All of a sudden, you know, 67 GTO popped up, and everybody was like, 67 GTO. Oh, dude, that's it.
Yeah.
It was just instantly that was it. As soon as we had that, the whole rest of the song came together.
Call Paul Stanley is a essentially kind of like a rock and roll story song about, you know, kind of a caricatured version of, like, the, you know, cocky young rock star. Eventually, like, you know, he's always looking for this, like, this fame and fortune, and ultimately it's, you know, the girl from back home that stayed with him through the years that he realizes is more valuable than, like, this, you know, transient rock and roll fame. And then we had this line, you know, he's got the crowd on his side and the blue jean lights in his eyes, you know, like, so, like a young rock star. And then I just said, gonna call Paul Stanley on the telephone in the middle of the night. And as a joke, you know, and we're like, oh, that's fun.
That's pretty sweet. You know, nothing else came better than that.
I think the way that we try to explain it is that Paul Stanley, like, somehow this guy found Paul Stanley's number and is, like, calling him, you know, in the middle of the night.
That's
just
a plot hole.
Just because he's an idiot. That's how we're trying to
Never
logically
explain how he gets the number in the song. But
That's cool.
But I mean, and we were trying to rename it like just any other, like, lyric, but that was the most catchy lyric, I suppose.